welcome back inside the Summoners War Arena here in Newark, New Jersey, in the shadow of the Prudential Center for the Amazon Fire Mobile Masters Invitational. It's time for the finals here at KCON New York. Ali Najad, Claytano, and Childish, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Our thanks to those of you who've been streaming, staying with us, burning the candle. It's been a long day, but obviously a worthwhile effort to get down to what I think a lot of people predicted would be at least one of these two competitors in Foix here in the finals, never going down into the revival bracket, that second chance bracket, cruising all the way through, losing only one round, but the man he lost that one round to in the best of three is the man he is facing, Koopa Troopa 787, and it was a quick resignation from Foix there, so you're wondering whether or not Koopa can kind of hedge the counter tactics that Foix employed after Koopa was able to beat him in that first one and find himself into another first turn, first pick situation.
I think he can. Koopa Troopa is one of those guys that definitely puts himself
back.
Right, I think
here we go.
He
the
definitely is better than he puts himself out to be. So if there's one person that can definitely think on the fly, matching up with Foix, I definitely am very excited to see what he's going to bring.
Yeah, and I was going to say, so Koopa obviously has a lot of respect for Foix. He said he even looks up to him and gets a lot of his builds from Foix himself. But I think he's got to have the confidence in himself and his abilities that he can actually pull through and maybe make something out of this.
Well, the good news for Koopa is he's going to be making at least $5,000 for second place. Should he lose to Foix, should he beat that man, he will double the figure and take home a cool $10,000, which he says he's going to just be paying bills with. I hope those bills are for like party supplies or something. I mean, let's celebrate, boys. It is time for the finals. You guys looking for anything in particular as we head to this match? Something out of either of these players? Are you just going to pick Foix and be done with it?
No, I just want it to be an exciting, fun match. I want to have both contestants have a good time, which I'm sure they will. But I want it to be close. I want it to come down to 1 HP, where there's one monster against one monster battling it out, waiting till the very last sliver of HP.
That certainly would make things exciting. What about you, Childish?
Oh man, I'll tell you what, I've been preaching about these last 2 weeks here, talking to everybody in the community. You know, there's a lot of people saying out there that Foix and YDCB was the front runners, but I always said that I think there's going to be a dark horse in the atmosphere here, and that dark horse today is
the final, boy!
All right, well, I think it's time for us to get a little bit festive, boys. You got your deals ready? It's the final!
الموضوع طبعا هذا هو حق الموبل ماسترز بيلعبوا فاينل هنا حيكون ضد اعتقد فوا هذا طبعا الشخص هذا جدا جبار من جد عليه جيمز بس انا ما كنت متخيل انه هو قصير مرة ما كنت متخيل انه هو كذا قصير
and he'll be facing off yet a second time against the US Air Force
maybe he is the
veteran
best guy really
who is the only man to beat him at all in this tournament so far.
First
time. He goes by Koopa Troopa.
I haven't heard about that guy, Koopa, but
wow, K-Stars guys streaming at home. Those who aren't here at the event cheering their man on.
It looks like they're getting those handshakes in there, showing a sign of sportsmanship. That's what I love to see at that final match.
Yeah, and you know, like we mentioned, this community is tight-knit at this echelon. There's only a handful of players that can really compete, and Koopa humble enough to admit to having gleaned a lot of his expertise and skill in the game from Foix himself. Yeah. Is Foix part of a guild?
Yes, he's actually part of the Epic Fail Guild. That's the
Epic Fail Guild.
Epic Fail Guild, yes.
Well, he's been epic not failing so far, that's for sure. It's a lot of sarcasm, no doubt, in the naming process for that guild. And Koopa, of course, part of that Gangstar squad, which extends well beyond just Summoners War, an esports team focusing on mobile. Started with Vainglory. Of course, the Vainglory and Hearthstone guys were battling it out yesterday here in the arena. Did you guys get a chance to catch any of that action, the Hearthstone and Vainglory action?
Yeah, we actually got a chance to take a look at the Hearthstone event, and I was able to meet with a couple of the guys as well before that to know who I was watching and the greatness and the presence of who I was in the presence of. So.
Yeah, did you guys used to play Magic the Gathering at all? I know a lot of the Hearthstone players kind of have some Magic background.
Yes, I definitely did a little bit of that Magic the Gathering in college here, but of course, with regards to those games, they get to be an addiction, and I had to put it aside to go and focus on my education and stuff, so I didn't get a chance to play all too much.
Yeah, well, certainly this is tough to call this work. We're just playing. We're having a good time. We hope that you guys are as well as we send it down to the arena to tease the finals here. $10,000 hanging in the balance. Foix versus Koopa Troopa, and the draft just moments away. Who will get the first pick? And if it's Foix, do we expect him to take the Wusa?
Okay.
100%. He gets the
راح
first
نختار
pick.
سوا
He
who's
knows
the gun,
that
who
that's
is
Koopa's
gonna win
main go-to.
the final.
Let's see what
طبعا
But hopefully
بتفق
Koopa's
معهم
taking some
قد
time
كده
now to think
سوية
about a different
فيه.
build out that he might be able to beat Foix with that doesn't involve the Wusa.
And he does get the first pick
Oh,
there.
boy.
Foix, just like we said, does take Wusa away from Koopa Troopa, which makes him kind of start to scramble to see what he is going to do. Looks like he's pulling out something different with a Leo. Is he going to lock it in, though? He's still thinking about it just a little bit.
Yep, it's going to be interesting here. You know, with regards to this kind of monster here, he didn't have the first pick on this. That means he would have gotten the last pick here. If he was going to go ahead and throw in the Leo in, I probably would have liked to see that at the final pick so that he can, so that Foix cannot counter what he's currently seeing.
Yeah, he's kind of tipped his hand a little bit by choosing the Leo.
Unless he's going with something completely different than what he normally does. But however, with the frigate still there, is he going to go with the Sierra pick, or is he going to not worry about the Sierra at all?
Thinks
Look here.
he's
Foix
the
did a lot
guy
of
who's gonna
damage
win.
with that Sierra, did he not?
Foix definitely did. Koopa's was built a little bit more
Leo.
tanky. That
Nice.
was more just a utility. However, with the two immunity buffers from Foix that he likes to go with, I would look to Koopa Troopa to start putting in some strip monsters, just like he did there with Tiana.
Was it Koopa that was putting the Sierra to work up agast Shredded Puzzle, just dropping bombs like crazy? So
Yes.
that's my apologies.
نشوف
I was
نتعلم
confusing
كمان
with,
التكتيك حقه
with Foix there,
صراحة
but in
يعني
the
من
last
جد
round we saw
عندهم
some really prolific
ماخذ
improvement
double
in the usage
immunity
of
Foix.
the Sierra by Koopa.
Yeah,
Double
absolutely.
immunity
That was
وهذا
from
كمان
Koopa.
ريزر.
He did pick
Revival.
his Chow there, which gave him a couple violent procs there,
What?
just like Foix. So he was able to take at least
Okay,
that
Ganymede,
monster
the
away
last
from
one.
Foix.
So
Of course, the Ganymede
ما
rounding
نعرف
things out for
نستخدم
Foix.
the light succubus
Yeah, looks like Foix is going with another unit in that element of succubuses. We got Area, the
Okay.
light succubus.
Maybe
here,
for stuns
a really
and
unique monster
some
kit
CC
here. Again,
controllings.
has
You
the
know,
ability
Foix
to
بيجيب
sleep
لك طبعاً
monsters, and then when he
monsters
uses
ما
other
تعرف.
abilities, it's not going to be able to break
تعبانين
that.
بس
So
من
considering
جد
what we're looking at with regards to
بيحط
Koopa,
عليهم
he may have the immunity on his first turn,
وبينفع.
but after that's
بيضبط
gone, if Foix decides to
RTA.
continue through, there's going to be a lot of crowd control going on today.
So Koopa's going to be trying to drop some ambience into Foix's drink here, huh? Is that the way it's working?
There it is. Here we go. So now we're taking a look at what Koopa's deciding to ban here. Both opponents got
I
20
don't
seconds
think
to play
that
final
Foix
monster
is gonna
choice
win this
before
time.
we get underway.
Not this time. With
Goes
this
ahead and
setup.
locks in the Wusa ban.
بس ما تدري.
Again,
You
we
don't know
talked
what's
about
kind
that
of rules.
multiple times there.
Yeah.
He does not like to fight against it, which makes complete sense. However, with having a Tiana against the Beta still gives him a little bit of an advantage.
عيدكم
And he
سعيد.
may take the
نايف.
first turn in this,
عيدكم
this
مبارك
matchup.
شباب. أنا
What
نسيت
is
ما
Foix
عيدت
gonna
عليكم.
ban? Is that the frigate? No, that's the
Chow?
the Chow.
Chow's definitely a big damage dealing unit here. I feel like Foix may be going with that resistance lead here because of the Okeanos frigate combination. What are you thinking, Clay?
I think actually Koopa is in a good situation. He's going with the defense leader there from Tiana. He should be able to get the first turn off, especially with the Leo. I don't see any reason why he would not get the first turn. And then he has Okeanos and Frigate to follow it up.
Here we go.
Pick any monster of his choice to lock down, possibly the Ganymede, do you think?
هي القزم.
Possibly could, yeah. We'll have to wait and see what they do.
Okay.
So this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The finals of the Mobile Masters Invitational, the rematch between Koopa Troopa and Foix. Draft is complete, and here we go.
All right, so Leo's going to go ahead and start it out. Leo's passive is going to be bringing everybody's attack bar to complete, and then, of course, he's going to get the first turn here. Looks like he's starting to work on Arya here. Definitely a new unit that Foix will get, so he's going to go ahead and focus down on that.
Okay,
Because
حيسوي
of the fact
بلوك هنا
that,
على مين؟
Koopa doesn't have any
Okay,
immunity
so
here. I like
block
the choice to
على
kind of go for
جميل.
that first round.
جميل اساسا ما
Yeah,
تاخذ
he
immunity.
absolutely
هذا
needed that
buff طبعاً عليه.
immunity
وكمان برضو
debuff
الريزر.
from the Okeanos to reset his skills. However, he did not get it. It put him in a
So
huge
the
hole
attack
now.
bar.
Is he going to be able to make something out of
كان
this?
بيحاول ياخذ بريك
Yeah,
ديفنس.
he didn't look happy with not having pulled it off.
It looks like Foix decided to go ahead and reset Okeano's skills here. Now Foix's Beta's up here, just going to provide serenity that's going to give a little bit of a heal, critical reduction, and immunity here. Looks like that Tsaryan is going to work on
Leo
Leo
passive الحين ما راح
using
تشتغل
the
طبعا.
Oblivion
Ignore defense.
skill by Tsaryan here on his passive here. Now Leo's passive is not going to be able to use now. The speeds are going to be back to square one, Clay.
But if you look at the Tiana, Koopa did not use the third skill on that first round, so she's going to be able to come remove all of the debuffs off of her allies and remove all those buffs off of her enemies too.
Yeah, we got Arya though coming up here. Is Arya going to beat Tiana to get to the sleep here? That's what I think.
There's a couple violent procs from that.
How many turns?
Another one as well.
Damn.
Going to put more damage on that Leo. Is it going to be enough to take it down?
I hope it is. I'm curious to see what he decides to do from here.
Oh, أنت مع كوبا.
Looks like Frigate's going to get an opportunity.
So we have fun for
provide some,
Koopa.
defense breaks, but actually, no, we got
أنا
immunity
مع
on,
فوق.
so it's not going to be able to land here. Now Arya is up here. Do you sleep Tiana or do you focus down on Leo, Clay?
I would have tried to sleep Tiana.
Oh.
However, the interesting thing there with
Damn.
Okeanos and
Leo.
Frigate going before the
Leo.
Tiana, they weren't able to get off their skills
Nice.
to lock
Good
down
job,
any of the
Flo.
monsters. However, Leo goes down and making it a 4 versus 3 match with almost all monsters pretty much equal in HP, kind of going back to square one, just with Koopa with a huge disadvantage in this.
All right, so here we are with Beta. Flaws Beta here is going to go ahead and grant life, provide a little bit of additional attack bar and heal towards Ganymede. The
اسمع أعتقد صراحة كوبا عنده طبعا He doesn't have that much damage.
Koopa here with his crowd controlling effects here. Arya gets a clutch sleep here, being able to land some additional harmful effects here. Lands it into slow with their third skill. Now we have the Beta getting an opportunity to
We're gonna lose
Frigate here. Looks like we got another fine proc here, and now the counter has started.
So حيسوي
Attack
reset
power
المين
up,
اوكي
and the
لنفسه.
HP is down.
اوكي مظبوط
Like that.
واخذ violent.
So
جميل.
with Fuad's strategy here, he needs to still, you know, make sure he can't get too excited just yet. I know you can see it on his face, getting really excited there that he's got the advantage going into the rest of this match here. But he's pretty much got this one locked down. He was able to land a defense break on Okeanos. I don't see Koopa coming back from this, even with a, and even Tsaryan was able to take out the Okeanos and finish it off. Ganymede's going to be able to finish off the, or target the Tiana.
So given that it looks like the writing is on the wall here for Koopa and Fwa looks to be going up 1-0, how do you feel in hindsight about that Leo play, Childish?
I'll tell you what, I probably would have made some adjustment on there, but yeah, I mean, it's nice to see Koopa try to bring something new to the mix. Like I said, they've been playing each other before.
محاطة
This is the
السقف
first
على
opportunity
violent.
he had
يا
where he had
حبيبي
to bring in that Leo and try to put
طبعا
Fwa at a little
مظبوط.
bit of a thinking
After the
process
update,
here. So
And he seemed to
happening
target
now,
the Leo
she can
early. He wanted
DPS
that out of
through
the mix.
while she's
even if he
sleeping. While the
decides to go
target
for
is
Leo, he
sleeping.
has Tsaryan,
She still
Fwa has
can, of course,
Tsaryan
DPS
that can go ahead and
without
negate
waking her.
Leo's passive
كده
because of
طبعاً
his own passive, ancient
Good.
power that's going to allow him
the spear,
to provide that
if you
oblivion
want to
and
use
not
it
allow
to-
Leo to do what he's there to do.
And look at Koopa fighting till the last
Okay. Congratulations
HP
for
drops below, and I would
the
actually,
first
in
time.
this situation, take that extra time
listen,
that
the first
Tiana's still staying alive to then start,
Damn.
Thinking about the next
thinking
one.
about my strategy for my next round of who I'm going to pick.
It's kind of like the band on the deck of the Titanic, right? They just kept playing. Just kept
اي والله.
all the way down.
It looks like
خلص
Koopa made a
سريع.
note there with regards to the 4 violent
Let's
procs
go for
that
the next
Fwa
one.
was getting there. That's the
Oh, and Koopa got the first pick and took the Wusa here.
He
did.
was able to. He was able to beat
Oh,
Fwa
boy.
the last
عليكم
time
السلام.
he picked Wusa, but now Fwa coming right back with a
والله أنا كنت
Leo
في
to
المستشفى صراحة.
possibly take that from Koopa. Do you
كان
think that was
ودي
Koopa's strategy
إني
again?
أعرض لكم
I
طبعا
don't know, give him
الستريم
a taste of his
كلها.
own medicine here. Now, Fwa is using Leo here. I'm curious to see
البطولة
what he
كلها
decides to
نفسها
do.
100%.
Definitely going to be
بس
forcing
جاني
Koopa
ضغط
to possibly
قطع
land it if he
ضد
wants that
واصل
first
بس
turn.
الحمد لله إنه لحقنا
Does
الفاينل.
go with Sierra and Okeanos, though, two monsters that have proven to be pretty successful options for Koopa. And
What's
a
interesting
Nigon pick from Fwa. Is he going to lock it down? That is a
Okay, هناك عندنا
huge pick.
كوبا أخذ
Plus
Sierra.
Rakan, he is going
Alright.
very, very
باخذ
tanky.
موسى على أساس الإميونيتي.
Looks like we got Koopa up
See
now.
him
He got about
first.
25 seconds
Fwa
to decide
مين
what he
ماخذ
wants to go ahead
Rakan
and
هذه
do.
المرة.
I definitely feel like he's going to use a little bit more time considering that he Fwa put in a unit
Two
that he
maybe.
probably wasn't
ليو
expecting.
طبعا. Two. رايح
how do
heavy
you
damage.
counter
He's
this?
going
You
for
think
heavy
that
damage.
Nigon was a unit that he wasn't, or that Koopa wasn't expecting? Absolutely. Nobody expects to see a huge LD natural 5-star monster like Nigon come to play.
As Koopa stated before, he's definitely been following
having
Fwa
him up
time
in
and
front
time again.
of
He's
Bernard,
seen him
boy.
utilize a wide variety of monsters to include Nigon, so you definitely can't put it past.
Yeah.
And Koopa rounds out his build with, is that the frigate?
Yep, that's the frigate on
And-
top there, and Sekhmet on the bottom. Pretty much his go-to setup for Koopa. He was able to get all 5 monsters that he likes to run.
And of course,
عليكم
Fwa sticking
السلام
Ganymede in
ورحمة
the mix
الله.
as always. And I wonder if Fwa is going to ban Wusa on Koopa's side. Do you think he's going to bother doing that, or is his build already countering Wusa's effects sufficiently?
It looks like he actually went ahead with the Sierra ban. I would have been looking at the Wusa ban as well. But if you look at Ganymede there from Fwa, picking that very last, he knows that Koopa doesn't have that monster, so he can utilize that and pick some other monsters that Koopa might have to steal
Could
away.
Fwa be playing a dangerous game here, allowing Koopa to retain use of the
I'll be
Wusa,
back,
which
guys.
he's done
I'll
so
be back.
proficiently and in fact done to beat him in the past. He did take a page out of Koopa's book in selecting the Leo during his draft, so this will be a very interesting second round between these two in their first finals match.
Absolutely, and the scary thing about it is that Fwa does not have any other buff removers other than the Ganymede. So if he can lock down the Ganymede, take it out here in the first couple turns, he could actually make some
Ganymede.
Interesting choice there, going for the reset there on Rakan here. Now he's trying to get Nigang here.
عليكم السلام. هلا والله بالشباب. عبد الرحمن.
Koopa's now up there. Koopa is looking to do. Now we got Nigang up in here waiting. Let's see what Fwa decides to do with it.
Violent proc from Nigang to come out of that stun.
Ooh.
There it is.
من جد تانك يا.
Right, bombardment is in.
Misses all the stuns off Frigate. That's a horrible, horrible thing to see for.
يقدر يسوي ريفرش على نفسه.
At least Koopa does have that immunity here. He lost it on Okeanos, but all the other units are sitting pretty good here. Still has a lot of sustain. Can he get the job done?
The problem that Koopa is going to run into is that Nigang, being the monster that he is going to be able to put up a buff that even if he gets the Ganymede down to the point where he can kill him, the Nigang has that buff where he's going to resurrect himself from the dead.
أكيد.
That only assumes that he can actually get the skill off here. Is he, if he's able to use that frigate?
هو أهم حاجة لو إنه شال طبعا صح السي إمبير. The C Emperor's dead. That's it. It's GG for
See what he ends up doing.
Well, if it is GG, Fwa will be your champion, as he only needs to win
Can he get
one
the stun?
match, whereas Koopa needs to win
Okay,
two,
he
and he's
did.
got to win
Whoa,
back-to-back
the
here
whole
just to
team,
get
man.
himself into that second
Yeah,
round.
and he does get a
يسوي reset طبعاً.
4-man stun, exactly what he needed from that Okeanos. Ends up going ahead and resetting the skills on Nigang.
I think we're gonna see comeback, guys.
Back into a position where he could potentially take out that defense broken
Second, I should
Ganymede.
come
Is he going
back
to start
with, Cooper,
focusing on
maybe.
it, or is he going to look at focusing on Nigang? He does put it over on Chow.
Interesting choice here. Well, at least he lands that attack power on Chow. That's definitely going to reduce the damage that he's going to be able to do here. Now Woos is trying to get that sleep on Nigang here. Wasn't able to get it done, but we got Frigate to back them up, get that attack bar in. Now we got Charming Voice. This is the main skill of segment here, being able to reset those cooldown times. Again, he chooses to focus on Rakan versus anybody else. What do you think about that?
He did.
I feel like it's a bit of an interesting thing. Maybe he's looking to make sure that he keeps it stunned. He doesn't want the Rakan to get off to do massive damage, to take out, because if you think about it, the Rakan's the only monster aside from Chow that's going to be able to either one-shot or do massive damage against one monster and put him in a hole 3 monsters again to 4 monsters.
Preemptive offense there.
Yep. The Spirit of Devastation is in. He was able to reset the cooldown times on Ganymede here. Now Fwa's up. He's going to be focusing on Okeanos. Get the additional turns. Here comes Justice here, doing exceptional damage here, but just not enough. Now Koopa is at the advantage here, providing that Wish of Immortality. We got the shield up as well as the immunity play.
Yeah, and now here comes Sekhmet with a second skill here, defense breaking a couple monsters. Let's get a bombardment. Does hit 3 monsters now for Fwa. That's exactly what he needed. And is he going to be able to get Nigang? I think he will be, because he's got his skills reset right now.
Try to increase.
Looks like Koopa's now up here. He's going to try to see if we can get Nigang right out there. Super close here.
One more hit. He's got it.
There it is. Now we got Koopa.
There goes Nigang.
4 monsters to 3 in favor of Koopa, but again, because of the unique monster box that Fwa's bringing here with regards to his team,
now the
definitely can't count him out just yet.
And he went ahead and ventilated his Rakan. So the monster that Koopa's been trying so hard to lock down now has all his skills back up, but then Sekhmet right there to answer back and reset his skills once again.
Most interesting thing
and do you think he's going to start focusing on the Rakan, who does get a nice
his comeback is crazy.
Anymore,
he did some comeback صراحة خرافية في الفيديوهات عنده في القناة حقته.
Trying to provide a couple of different stuns.
يعني ما تدري تتوقع أي شيء منه.
Now it's time to reset that Chow because of that second skill. Justice does
No
exceptional
marks.
damage, especially towards Okeanos where he has the elemental advantage.
Yeah, it was a really smart to reset Chow there because he knew that he was going to come back.
Oh my God,
and
Rakan,
he gets
Rakan,
a
he's gonna
clutch
die.
stun on the Chow as well. He's going to be able to finish off this segment and then turn to Rakan. It looks like Koopa might actually take this one here. One more shot on Rakan,
Koopa,
and then he's
I think
focusing
he's
on Chow, but he's got
We will
4
see
monsters
his,
here.
Chow.
This is looking really good for Koopa Troopa to force
هيسوي
this round
solo?
3.
Yeah,
Can
Ganymede
he?
and Rakan
I don't
both
think
gone.
so.
Just
With
down to
all
1
this
monster for
CC.
Fwa against
Oh,
4.
it's not gonna happen.
Able to get a stun as well. Increases the skill cool time.
He didn't get
Does
the
not
bonus
get the
attack.
attack break,
Alright.
but
This
able
is the
to
shield.
then
So he
heal
cannot
up
kill
or
him.
shield up rather with the immunity buffs. And this is pretty much a done deal in Koopa Troopa's favor.
Well, listen, in the past we've seen Fwa
Oh,
against
he got
Koopa
the break
Troopa
defense.
resign when he felt like all hope was lost, but here he's not doing that. Why is that, John?
Damn,
I guess he's definitely
GG,
trying to go for it.
man.
I just wanted to point out there with regards to
GG.
Koopa, even though it is
Holy
a 4-1
shit.
match, he hasn't impressed the
Holy
auto buddy
shit.
here. He's taking
Oh
his time
my
because
God.
you never know what's going to happen when it
Good,
comes to
good.
the
Now
final.
is the final.
That's a lot of respect.
نزار الفاصلة.
Yeah, Koopa made some great plays there. Very, very smart decisions and
خلينا نشوف
super
دحين ايش
quick
اللي
decisions
حيسويه
as well. He
فوا.
didn't really take
كان
too much
هيدوي.
time. He knew what he was going to do, and he executed. And he does get the first pick again.
And there's the Wusa
and
once
takes
more.
the Wusa because he knows how important it is. And pretty much any time he's able to get that Wusa, he's been doing excellent against Fwa.
So it's the third rubber match here in this first final match for Koopa Troopa's purposes if he hopes to lay claim to the championship. Otherwise, if Fwa can win this round, he will be the champion and the winner of the $10,000. And not to bury what's happening in the draft right now, but Koopa started in a hole that last round and dug himself out. That's obviously really good for him, for the psyche, to feel as though he can battle back even when down against Fwa.
Yeah, it builds his confidence, and it wasn't in a situation where he just outsped Fwa and Fwa resigned like we saw last time. He actually outsmarted him. He fought it. He fought himself back into this.
هذه المرة راح على لونج
Is that
مو.
Nigong once more being employed by Fwa?
It is Nigong, absolutely.
Mo Long.
But he also has
Take it up
the
the
Mo
Damn.
Long showing as well, which we haven't seen too much from for Fwa this tournament.
Again, made again.
It looks like Koopa decided to go with Segment and Frigate for this final team. This is definitely a team that we've seen time and time again. Koopa, one of his solid teams.
كلهم
that
الاثنين.
wins.
Is this the same lineup that he just went with last round?
Yes, sir.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And of course, last time
Okay.
banned Sierra. I
فيديو
believe.
بصراحة
Sonnet.
بالله.
The Sonnet. We knew it was going to come out to play. Hey, come on, let's not kid ourselves here.
I know. We were waiting for it, and
جبار كان.
I believe Fwa, if he may actually go ahead and ban the Wusa this time because it was such a prevalent unit for Koopa last round. But that Sonnet there, we've all seen the videos that Fwa has made for Sonnet, and hopefully this will make for some interesting matchups.
So who do you ban if you're Koopa here, Childish?
If I'm looking to ban that Koopa here, man, it's a really hard decision here. Molong is one of the units that's going to have so many different type
damn,
of
سوى
roles
بند المرة
here.
هذه.
He actually
Okay.
does go with Molong here, so I
بس
definitely like
صعب
that.
سيارة.
I think Fwa, we already knew what he was going to ban. He was
Yeah.
looking at Wusa here. With regards to his strategy on the
ماشي،
water
هاي
heart
نشوف ايش
magician
اللي
here,
حيصير.
providing those AoE sleeps and whatnot here, he had to take away that immunity from Koopa, so I like to see what he's going to go and do.
Can Koopa win this third in the best of 3 and force a second match in the finals for a shot at the championship, or will Fwa
Don't think
hoist
so.
the hardware? The story, can Koopa beat Fwa
طبعا دحين
without
ما
the Wusa?
عنده أي immunity. هذه هي المشكلة.
Here we go.
كوبر ما عنده immunity،
All
ما
right, so
عنده
Koopa
أي
still
شيء.
gets the first turn. I would look to lock down the Ganymede, but he does get a four-person stun right off the bat.
This is a
بس
big,
لكن
big
فوا هنا
lead
عنده
off for
طبعا
Koopa.
ميزة ايش؟
It absolutely is. Plus, he
ما
has
في
that Sierra
immunity،
coming right
فحياخذ
behind
راحته
the
بالسليب.
Okeanos as well. In this situation, would you go after the Nigong or would you go after the Ganymede, Childish?
Man, I think Ganymede is just going to be the one to give him a lot of trouble here. Nigong's going to be able to revive, but because of the fact that he's stunned here, I like the strategy here, going for Ganymede, resetting those cooldown times, because Ganymede is the one that could reset his other units of the party here. So if he gets that lucky violent proc here, we definitely don't want Ganymede to bring it back to square.
Take him out of that support role.
Looks like we got the bombardment here, trying to get a couple of additional stuns. He is able to land one on Ganymede once again here. Now Koopa's Sierra's
هيحط قنبلة ثانية؟
have a
لا
bomb
تقول
ready.
لي.
He's gonna
Oh
have to
my
get
god.
additional
Lands another bomb. Is he gonna take the monster out?
Wow.
There it is.
Does some damage there,
لما
and
كانت
now he
سيارة
has
هنا
the
ما
defense
هي
break coming
she
from
doesn't get that
segment.
much
That
attack.
was an exciting
ما سوت
violent
ذاك
block
الدم
from
الخرافي.
the Sierra there.
غريبة. I think
Now
he
Fwa
built
finds himself in a
Sierra
similar
on
position that Koopa
HP
did early on in
tanky,
last match
tank
after being
Sierra.
stunned all the way across the board. he's behind and he's going to have to fight back.
There it is again.
And another stun from the bombardment there from Frigate.
Stun. Really good CC.
See what he does now here. Looks like he's going to try to use segment here. Looking to see who's going to attack here. Yep, he's definitely going for the gun, providing the attack buff here. Now we're waiting on Frigate. Looks like he wants to get that.
Oh, there we go. ممكن هذا الفرصة حقته.
Typical on the violent box here. And gets the reset time like we predicted before.
How much trouble is Fwa in here, guys?
It depends on the stunts here. He has a bomb up, but is he going to be able to maybe get another violent proc?
Yep.
Come on.
He needs it, otherwise that Nigon.
Get it made.
I believe he still has the skills there.
We'll have to see. Looks like segment.
But he might not after this.
Looks like he's opted for this, for the charming voice here, getting the reset here. He looks to get it in.
And he got it.
He got
That's
it.
exactly what he was going to drop these stones on now. And also stun. 2 more monsters there, the Sonnet and that Ganymede's there, still sitting there with not too much HP. The Nigon did get a violent proc out of that stun there because the bomb, but without any skills didn't do too much there aside from put the Frigate to sleep.
Yeah, it looks like Cooper decided to go ahead and reset Sonic. He knows that Sonic is
لسه
probably
دوب أول
going to
turn
be
يا
on
أخي.
here, so he wants to make sure that if Sonic does violent proc out of
Ganymede,
that stun, that he doesn't get an
course.
opportunity to sleep Cooper's monster.
And he takes down Ganymede there, leaving him at a huge advantage. Is he going to put the bomb on Nigon again? No, he opts to go out for Chow, but Chow resists it, and the Sonic should be going down here pretty soon.
Frigate got put to sleep.
Yep, Frigate is locked down.
Okeanos دحين لازم
We got a nice sleep
لازم
from
نركز
Nigon
على
here.
Okeanos also goes down.
Come on, Chow. Come on.
Now we got Chow here trying to decide
Oh,
what to
nice
do.
violence.
It's a violent proc from Chow. Takes out the Frigate.
Nice.
Here we go. There's one unit that could definitely do it on his team. It's going to be Chow. Can he outlast this fight long enough to get that 3rd skill up so that he can start to revive his party?
Yeah, and you see there that Nigon still has 2 more turns. Opts to go after the Chow instead of finish off the Nigon. Is that going to pay off for him in the end?
والله شكله كده هيروح فيها.
Wait and see here. It looks like Sekhmet is now up.
Charming voice.
Oh my God.
Charming voice is in.
Gets it done. You can see it on Koopa's
God.
face.
Fwa,
He
he's
absolutely
losing,
knew
guys.
he needed to get that, and he did. Has
And
a
another
violent
bomb.
proc from the Sierra.
And another one.
And another bomb
Yeah.
on Chow. Just keeps
Stun.
punishing it, and I think Koopa Troopa is going to be able to finish this one off here and force a second fight.
No
Let's
way.
see what happens here. It looks like he's going to use a 2nd skill, Curse to the Beautiful, fighting those AoE harmful effects here.
GG, man.
Yeah, we got Nigon out. Now it's
جي انا بشوف انا شايف العرق بتصبصب من فوق من الصلعه حقته شايفين كيف
3v1.
Takes him out with a final bomb to blow up the Chow.
There it is.
And he
Congratulations
is on
to
another
Koopa.
round
He
of
did it.
Fights for best 2
Wow.
out of 3.
Yes, I'm really excited about that. If there was ever a match that I wanted to see go,
ليش
extra
دحين
turns
هو
here,
اعتقد
this is the
من
one to do it here. I
الأربعة
love what they're both doing. They're both countering each other. Both put these
2-1 دحين.
unique monsters here. It looks like Koopa once again got the
شكله
first
الفاينل
pick in the finish.
بيختلف
He had
شوية.
stuck with the Wusa, one of the
من
traditional monsters to go around
خمسة.
for that.
So we have now reset the tally as Koopa Troopa battled back to win 2 straight rounds and defeat Fwa 2-1 in the first of our 2 final contests. And I'll tell you what, that comes as a surprise to most people, I would say.
It is a surprise to most people, but like I said before the match,
Hey.
you know, Koopa doesn't give himself enough credit, and to be
Hey.
able to go toe-to-toe with Fwa, not just
بس
without
والله
beating
fight
him,
ممتع
but
صراحة.
without
It's really
battling him and
interesting
out-fighting
fight.
him. I think
I love
he's got to be
it.
feeling
I
good. He's
like
got to
it.
know that he can do this. He's got to have some confidence now going into this second round.
And I think for me, Childish, the real story there was Koopa demonstrated that he was able to defeat Fwa without his beloved Wusa.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to here. Once you kind of go back and
Oh,
forth fighting
Cooper
here, you got to
Troopa.
see what you can do to mix it up here because you understand the other player.
أنا ما أعرف
thinking
أنا
at a
الوقت
different
ده.
level here, and so
First
if
time
he's
about
planning
to
on
hear about
picking a
him.
monster that
لأن
maybe
هو
Fwa
دايما
may counter
بيعرف
pick here, he has to
أشياء
think
في
outside the box. What is he going to do
Twitch.
to incorporate into his team in order to counter Fwa?
Yeah, Fwa obviously didn't
بس
ban the
ممتع.
Wusa in the second match,
شوف
paid the
كذا
price, banned it this
خفيف.
time, but it didn't matter as Koopa was able to battle and Fwa couldn't get out of the hole. But now we start from scratch. It's one final best of 3 between these two, and I think, boys, it's time to get the thundersticks out again. I mean,
This is it, the final
I thought we
showdown
retired
here.
these things. It's time!
أيوة شوف
Let's do it,
الثلاثة.
baby!
يا بريء.
Do it. I got the yellow ones.
Don't be jealous because I have the blue ones and I'll eat those too.
Hey, look, I like yellow.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
So there they
والله.
are, and if ever there was a time to maybe see a little bit of a crack in Fua's armor, that seemingly impenetrable, stoic facade that he has. Could this be it after losing the only match he's lost so far in the tournament to the man he now has to beat? One more time. This is the third match that they're going to be playing so far.
Koopa coming right out of the bat with the same setup that has been working for him. He was able to get the first pick there with Wusa. Comes back with Sierra and Okeanos. Do you think Fua is going to be thinking about picking one of those other Sekhmet or Frigate monsters, Childish?
I'm hoping that he decides to go ahead and utilize one of those units to counterpick him. It looks like he's opting for the Molong here, which is obviously an exceptional unit.
ليش رايح بنفس السيت اب؟ He's going with the same setup.
Crucify some of these units here.
Did Fua lead with the Leo and Nigon, going right back to the Nigon?
Why?
That's actually Beta, so it's a little bit different monster, but it
يبغى له
does provide
شوية ماسترز. He
immunity
needs some
and
CC
glancing
controlling masters. مو بكذا رايح.
Frigate.
And Sekhmet, just as we suspected, they're going with his tried and true team, but Fua again, somebody who's
easy peasy for Cooper to ban who? To ban the
Let's see what he has.
طبعا الاميونيتي ماستر immunity حقتها هذه اللي شو اسمه.
No doubt, as Fua was falling behind in that last match up against the same set, there's no question for me that he was thinking about the set that he would have needed in order to prevent things playing out the way that they did, and presumably it's the one that he's fielded now.
Yeah. I'm curious to see now what's going to go ahead and do. They got an opportunity to ban one of these
Yes, هو عنده 3 ليو صح.
They got
سوى
about 20
فيديو عن
seconds to go ahead
مقطع
and
3
decide
ليو.
who they want to lock down and take away from the other opponent.
Who should Koopa
It
lock
was
up
crazy.
here?
Okay, Panda.
He goes with the Panda there. I think that's a smart choice. Looks like Fua is going to take out the Sierra because
more concerned about the bomb factor than he is about that immunity.
That Sierra violent proc did pretty much win the fight. So I can definitely agree with where
more CC from him.
So now Koopa's going to have to revert to the approach that he took in the second of 3 in the first match, where he had the Wusa in play and was able to defeat Fua despite falling behind early on.
ما حتخاف منه. ما حتشيل لك
Here we go. The stage is set. The last match for the $10,000. First in the best of 3.
Looks like we got attack power reduction on Frigate here. Now Wusa is up here providing that immunity and the shield for 3 turns.
Come on.
Okeanos trying to decide, but doesn't know who he wants to try to
be going after that Beta once again, but decides not to try it this time.
Now we got Praha up here. I like the choice of Praha bringing this in here. He's going to have enough type of buffer removal here with the second skill. He's able to remove some of those immunity, the beneficial effects, and now has some continuous damage effects. It's going to provide a 5% fixed damage on each monster that it is for 2 turns.
لو حط طبعا لوك على
Right, looks like we got Sekhmet here looking to reset Beta, and it gets it done here. Now Beta is going to be at a disadvantage, not being able to provide that nice immunity as well as the heal.
Okay, so
in addition to that, the attack bar increase on the second skill here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Koopa, though, did miss the skill reset on Praha, though he still has a skill reset that happened on Beta. So should be able to give him a little bit of an advantage here.
All right, it looks like he's trying to work down Okeanos here. Now Beta's up here, but of course your skills are still reset from the Sekhmet here. We got Justice going in. We're trying to work down Frigate here. He's at about a 7% loss of HP. Now we have
really
he
should be careful.
Trying to get that crucial sleep, but we weren't able to land it on Beta. Now Fua's trying to work down Okeanos here, and now it's up to Koopa to see what we can do.
Ooh, damn, he just landed breaking defense.
Looks like the bombardment is in. He was able to get a stun on Beta. That's going to be pretty important. Hopefully he can continue to follow through here.
Yeah, not as lucky as he was last round with stunning pretty much all 4 monsters every single time. Does get a nice despair stun on Okeanos. But we'll see what happens here with moving into taking out the Beta. Unfortunately, right now, Praha cannot kill the Beta with that shield block on Beta.
That's a very nice move by Koopa Trooper, going for the charming voice on Praha. Praha is the one that can go ahead and remove the beneficial effects on his team. So really nice play by Koopa Trooper.
Frigate حيموت.
Chow really careful here with that Frigate being so close to dying. One of the main monster, and Chow goes ahead and takes it out. Says, "I'm not going to give you another chance to go."
Very stun.
Koopa Troopa down 3 to 4.
Man, I'll tell you what, that Okeanos doesn't hold back here, getting 3 out of the 4 monsters stunned. Now we got it available, resetting that Beta so it cannot heal, cannot provide the immunity and the critical reduction here. It looks like now Fua's up, of course, he's sitting at a disadvantage because he can't utilize the main skills that he brought in that unit into his team.
He got the heal?
Sitting back, trying to get rid of Trying to get better down here. Better sitting at about 10% health here. It looks like we're going to go ahead and stick with that. We get a clutch stun. Nice stun there by Segma here. Good choice for Koopa to go ahead and follow through on that. Now we're waiting on Leo. See what he's going to go ahead and do. You can tell Koopa's trying to avoid Leo because once his second skill torrent, which he just utilized right there, is going to be able to ignore defense if his hit points get
there we go. There we go.
Praha's third skill is up there, so completely revitalized that beta and maybe putting a dagger into Koopa in this one.
Yep, it looks like Koopa is trying to decide if he wants to use the AoE. If he uses the AoE, he's going to break Praha out of his sleep. It does, but of course he gets some nice harmful effects here. But Fwa answers back and takes down that unit here. Now we're sitting 4 units to 2 units in favor of Fwa.
Writing's on the wall, is it not?
It looks to be, but again, because
players here,
definitely can't count him out. Anything can happen. Okeanos is one of those monsters that, you know, with regards to its reset skill and the stuns, if he gets some nice stuns and crowd control here, he can definitely change it around.
It's going to be tough.
Just fighting back repeatedly, right when he works it down.
Okay,
resilient.
Still trying to work on that Wusa here. It looks like he's going to use his Leo on Okeanos here, doing a little bit more damage here. I believe that Fwa has a little bit more DPS than we expected on that build.
Yeah, that was massive damage coming out of that Leo there on a fire monster, no less. Was able to get a nice crit though. But once that Okeanos goes down here, there's not going to be much that Koopa is able to do to get back in this fight. And especially with that Chow there, how hard he's hitting, it's going to be pretty much over from there.
GG, man.
There it is. The torrent is in, going for the Wusa monster. As you guys saw, he did not opt for the Okeanos because he already had the dots on it, and Fwa is able to take him down. The match is sitting now 1-2-0.
Well, Fwa is just one win away from that $10,000 in the championship.
One more, guys.
But let's not forget, this is exactly the position he found himself in one match ago against this very same opponent. And Koopa battled back and won twice. The difference here, though, is that's a set that Koopa had run through Fwa before. And this time, Fwa made the necessary adjustments.
Why Jubago he didn't go there?
It looks like Koopa is going to have to do a little bit more thinking here. Fwa was able to get the first pick and take away that Wusa once again. Koopa now has 5 seconds to go ahead and decide what he would do. It looks like he's going to be putting Tiana in to kind of counter what he's seeing in Wusa here. What do you think about that, Clay? Putting Tiana early on, is that going to give away a little bit of strategy what Koopa's trying to do?
I actually think it's a good choice. He knows that there's going to be the Wusa beta combination going again because Fwa has used that in the past and it's had pretty good success against Koopa. But I would say that Koopa needs to come back either with another buff remover or I don't think sticking with the Sekhmet and the Okeanos combination is going to be enough to deal with this composition again.
Yeah, Fwa is definitely going to bring that tankiness to the mix here. It looks like he may be changing up his strategy, bringing out Faye. He hasn't been bringing that out for quite some time here, along with Frigate here. It looks like he's definitely trying to get the first turn and do some great damage. Both of those attack-based monsters that we're bringing, Faye and CR, can't ignore defense when it comes to their main abilities here.
This is kind of a YOLO desperation.
This is definitely a YOLO play here. He needs to finish it off, though. He can't back out now. He needs to finish off with another huge damage-dealing monster in that 5th pick, because if Fwa takes out the Faye, then it's pretty much
double leader
speed where you can lose or win the match here.
So Koopa's all in.
I'm curious to see if he's going to go ahead with like another damage.
واحد ممكن حياخذ يا
لوشن. I see he's scrolling through his monsters here. I saw him go by. What do you think he's planning on incorporating?
I would say Lucian would be a good option for him in this situation.
Lucian, maybe.
Let's see what he decides to do. He's taking his time. He got 3 seconds to choose, and he goes for Okeanos. All right.
I don't know about that situation. He switches it out at the last second to Sekhmet. As I stated, though, I feel like if he was going for the YOLO composition, he needed to stick with it and go all in. With this situation, he's not going to have too much of a sustainability against a very, very tanky team from Fwa.
So who would you have liked to see him go with for that 5th pick to synergize better?
I would like to see Lucian to just go all in, take out 2 or 3 monsters, and then finish off the rest of the others. Maybe ban the Negon instead, because that's the only reason that they would be able to come back into the game.
And so it looks like Fwa ended up banning
لأنه بدأ هناك
Frigate.
عنده بتسوي البوف
And did you get a look, Childish, at what Frigate banned on Fwa's side?
I did not see it, but we're definitely going to be able to see here in just a couple of seconds as the screen comes up here.
Maybe the Ganymede?
Possibly.
Yeah, I think it was the Ganymede.
All right. I was pretty expressed myself with regards to not picking that Lucian there, considering all of his monsters are of that wind, water, light, and dark neutral element. So that would have been the perfect position for Lucian to do some damage.
So here we go. It's win or go home for Koopa Troopa. Fwa just one win away from the 10,000.
Right. The wind of changes is being able to increase the attack power of his team and remove all beneficial effects on the party that is not resistible by Fwa. Now he's going to follow through with the charming voice here, trying to reset Fwa's beta here. Is he going to get it in? He does land it. Now we got Ciara to be able to choose who she wants to go ahead and lock down. Of course, this promised time, we're going to be able to utilize that bomb, do some damage, but as you can see right there,
here we go.
Runes on his Wusa here.
It's coming. It's coming,
really,
guys.
Really
Who's gonna die?
That particular Ciara did not do a ton of damage to it.
Here comes a critical situation from the Fae. Does amazing damage to the Chow there, leaving it with a sliver of health left, and he should be able to take that down. But Nigong has his third skill up, unfortunately, being able to resurrect once he does die.
Here we go. Now Chow has to decide who he wants to focus down. Looks like it's going to be Faye. I like that choice. Faye is probably going to be built in an attack-based fashion here. So if there's ever one unit out of this mix that's going to be relatively squishy, I think that's going to be the one. Ciara is sitting back here. We're trying to figure out what he's going to do. Koopa has to decide because even if he takes out a unit, they got that soul protection up from Nigong here that's going to be able to revive all the parties here.
He's got to wait it out until his Tiana comes back up. Able to remove the buff and take down the Chow. What a great option from the there. He was able to get it done and leaving Koopa in actually a pretty good situation now. Just needs to finish off that Nigong.
Yep, here we go. Let's see what he goes ahead and do. It looks like Ciara's up here, but of course Ciara can't do anything because of that immunity here, not allowing them to put that bomb on so they can go ahead and blow it up. Now gets a nice sleep on Faye. Go ahead and lock down there. Of course, we got better here. Is he going to choose to revive? He does. Brings back Chow. Now Koopa Troopa is starting to try to do work here on Chow. It looks like Sekhmet is going to follow through here. Oh, the bomb is up. Is he going to take him out? It does land, but his skill is not up. The promised time is not up. Nigong starts to work through on Ciara there, doing a little bit of damage, fighting a little bit of heal as well.
Another heal.
Do we think, oh, he doesn't opt for the wind of changes here. That's pretty unique here. Do you think he should have gone for that?
No, I think that was a smart decision. The only thing with the Fae still being asleep could have been
he's gonna win, guys. Believe me.
With the bomb here, it needs to go off. Unfortunately, it's not going to be able to stun the Chow, even though
هو سستين يعني من جد تحس انه التيم حقه متماسك شوي.
Koopa has to make the decision here. Who is he going to reset? He definitely tries to get that immunity off so that bomb can land the stun, but wasn't able to do it. Now Koopa's just going to try to work down Chow as much as he can. It looks like now Fwa's coming back here.
Yeah.
Now we got Koopa here with his Tiana. Wait to see what he's going to go ahead and do. He has to make a decision.
I would use it now. Yeah. Because that bomb's not going to do enough damage, and it's not going to stun.
He doesn't go for it. He opts for the second skill, being able to do damage based on the enemy's enemy's attack speed here. Of course, they didn't do a lot of damage because Fwa has his units built.
والله هو لو سوى ستريب كان ممكن خلاص.
Make a mistake not setting that bomb off earlier.
It could have been a mistake, but that phase coming back was a couple nice revenges, so hopefully they can get back into it.
Yeah. Fwa's got his third skill up, Wish of Brutality. I don't know if he's going to cast it here because he does know that Koopa's third skill, Wind of Changes, is available here. He does actually put it on, but now, what is Koopa going to go ahead and do?
بس هو كده مرض خلاص حتموت كونغ فو.
You got Chow here working on the justice here.
Massive damage on Faye. Still stays alive, but Chow gets another turn. Violent Procs takes out Faye, and that could have just won him $10,000.
Yep, there it is. Those Violent Procs, they're back at it again. I'll tell you what. We got Nigong now.
But it's no way, guys.
Here, trying to do work. We got Wusa here trying to decide what
Ciara,
to do
she
here.
cannot kill all these guys.
Work on Ciara. Ciara being one of the biggest threats here. Now Ciara has landed that bomb, is going for beta. Can it get it out?
His Ciara is on
at a critical hit point, but hopefully we can follow through with Sekhmet. Is he going to do it?
Based on attack.
You can leave it there because the attack bar, he's going to take a turn before anybody else. So that's a good situation, focusing on the Nigong instead.
Yep, and we also got that continuous damage on beta here. The continuous damage is in. It does take the opponent out. And now we have Ciara sitting back here, trying to take advantage of the defense break that is sitting on Nigong. Nigong has his second skill that's available, but he actually opts for the sleep to try to get the two-turn sleep. Wasn't able to land it. Now
he needs to go after Wusa in this situation.
Yep.
Ends up going for Nigong instead, but Wusa has
شاو حيشيلها
the second skill up,
يشيلها.
the third skill up.
He's
next
gonna kill her. There we go.
Sierra, the Chow
Okay.
is back.
Yep, and now Cooper's definitely at a
I said from the
disadvantage here.
beginning,
Only has a support
he did
monster
some
left, but of
mistakes.
course,
Cooper, he did
Fwa
some
still has
mistakes.
plenty of immunity,
Really
plenty of
bad.
sustain, and has an ability to revive his fourth monster there.
Yeah, he definitely needed to keep that Sierra in play to have pretty much any chance and to be able to kill the Chow or the Nigon.
All right, we got a couple of defense breaks in. Now Chow is going to go
no way
ahead
that
and
he's
work
gonna
down
win.
segment here. Tiana's up there,
Chow
is able to
Barbara.
take out Nigon here. We're sitting
it's
2
not
versus
Matic,
2,
yeah.
but it looks like things are looking in favor of Fwa, considering he does
We're
have
gonna
that
say
Chow slip.
congratulations to Fwa.
Looks like Chow does get a justice in, and he takes out segment here. We're sitting in favor
Nice
of Fwa.
violence
2
again.
monsters to 1
Another
hand.
violent proc just to add
GG.
insult to injury
Yep.
and get some damage off on the Tiana.
All right,
Not
Tiana's
looking good for Koopa.
definitely not, definitely not. But I like it right now. He's still staying in there. He's trying to see what he can do. The immunity is up. That's going to provide so much sustain
Tiana.
for Fwa's team here. But of course, as you can see, wind up changes, removing all beneficial effects, and it ignores the resistance factor here. So it definitely got Fwa back to square one when it comes to his skills.
Alright, so who's going to be the last one to take down the
Bye-bye
Tiana there
now.
to win
One
not only
shot.
the match but the tournament as
Damn,
well?
boy.
And it's a
There we
huge
go.
hit by the
Yeah.
Chow, and Fwa
That's
is
what
the
I'm talking
champ.
about. That's what I'm talking about.
Massive
Fwa.
respect from Koopa Trooper
والله
there,
يستاهل
obviously.
السنفور.
Fwa as
يعني
well. So
سنفور.
Fwa is your 2017 Mobile Masters Invitational Summoners World Champion.
He's the winner. 10,000 دولار. Whoa. 10,000.
There's a third
Hey.
smile out of Fwa.
Nice.
Yep.
يستاهل.
$10,000 going
ولد
home with him.
فنان.
5 grand going towards the Koopa Trooper
جدا
Bills
جدا
Fund.
بيطلع يعني اشياء
Of
جديده
course,
في ال-
2,500 going
بيسوي
home
اشياء
with
مرة
Shredded
حلوة.
Puzzle, who is
حتى ماسترز
officially
ما بنلعبها
in third place. What a
بيطلع.
heck of a showdown
وبيثبت انهم
between
ليهم
these two,
لازمة
though,
طبعاً
gentlemen.
في ال-
Yeah, I'm
RTA
really
ولا
excited to
أي
see.
حتى.
I'm really excited that they went the 2 rounds here, and of course, again, they went back and forth, left and right here. What an amazing turn of events here, going back and forth with the monsters here, and of course, Fwa was able to get the job done, lock it down for that $10,000 prize.
Listen, I imagine I
بس
speak for a lot of people. While Koopa
حق
didn't win the
الدنجنز
championship, I think
مين
he
أسرع
earned a
ولا؟
whole heck of a lot of respect from the
Yes.
Summoners World
Hats
community
off-
right
hats
now
off to Koopa
with
Troopa.
what he was able to accomplish against the most feared
بالله إيش
player
رأيكم يا شباب؟
out there, not just in this tournament, but in general. Came back,
game
battled
كان
back
حلو.
after being in the hole, losing that first round in the first match. Found himself back in the revival bracket, battled back
Oh,
against
شاء
Shredded
الله. ما شاء
Puzzle.
الله. تبارك
I mean,
الله.
really impressive run. About as
مفحل
impressive as you
الرجال.
could hope to be for not having won it. So credit to him, and we're going to send it down to Maria Ho, who is standing by with our champion, I believe, in just
Yeah,
moments here, and certainly he's got plenty of fans with him. There she is.
أول بطولة
Congratulations on
يسووها.
being the 2017 Mobile Masters Invitational
أول
Summoners
بطولة
War
أخذوها. ما شاء الله
Champion.
عليه. فوا ما شاء الله.
Now that you
Very
won
good.
$10,000, can we finally see some emotion from you, please?
Yeah, I mean, I was
Subhanallah.
terrified the entire time. I had thought I lost after that second loss. I forgot that it's best out of 5, and yeah, I was like, bummer. I mean, yeah, but
So a pleasant surprise to know that you have won $10,000, obviously the title, but what else does it mean to you to play against such tough competitors and also to play in front of fans of not only you, but the game itself?
it's
ترى هو
been
كلامه
real
قليل.
nice.
If you guys notice,
just
even
like-
if it's in his
I love everybody that I face up against.
Twitch
I
channel?
love all the people that plays this
his
game, and
video يعني
the community, and
بيتكلم مرة قليل.
I
He
just
talk
hope for
really
it
little.
to grow. Like it, for
ما
me, it didn't really
يتكلم
matter
كثير.
who won.
يعني يا
We
دوبك
just
كم
hope
كلمة
that
كذا وخلاص.
everybody puts on a good show, and that's
الشانل
that's
حقته
what
هدوء
we
سكوت
hope
بس اونلي
for.
ميوزك and
Well, there's nothing left
حتى
for me to
الرياكشن
do
حقه
but present you with your
ما ادري
trophy.
كيف يعني ما عنده رياكشنز. هذا لو انا كان طلعت سويت بهلوان يا غالي. ان شاء الله يكون واحد من الشباب عندنا كمان نصيبه كده يطلع من العرب. Damn. I'm thinking how much money exactly Fwa he spent on his account.
So there
Even
he
if
is,
he
your
played at it from the
2017
beginning.
Mobile Masters Invitational
Come.
Summoners War Champion. A hard-fought battle against Koopa Troopa earns him the title and the $10,000 in cash. Gentlemen, it has been a heck of a tournament. Certainly a privilege for me to have been a part of it, working alongside you. Final thoughts on what you guys bore witness to here in Newark?
Congratulations to all the players, especially Fwa, Koopa Troopa. Hats off to him. Shredder Puzzle in third place, and everybody else that participated. Look forward to another event just like this very, very shortly as well. But at the end of the day, they were all just happy to be here, and it turned into a great show for everybody. So happy that everybody also came out and watched the event.
Childish?
And for the people that are not at the event, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's currently watching today with the Summoners War community. You guys are the reason that we were able to generate all the support and continuously let this game grow for now 3 years and going here. I'm really excited to see what Complex decides to do with this game.
Yeah, hopefully this is just the beginning of many more of these types of events to come. On behalf of Childish and Claytano, I'm Ali Najad, and on behalf of Maria Ho as well, and all of our competitors, our thanks to those of you joining us on Twitch, and we'll see you next time. So long from Newark.
YDCB, مسكين والله.
There it is. Shredder Puzzle takes the win.
In this Dragon's Run, it's not going the way that YDCB would have wanted it to.
I think he did it, Shredder Puzzle. Who gets to come back and face Fwa?
The match, but the tournament as well, and it's a huge hit by the Chow.
Alright guys, there we go. طبعا سوينا لكم بث كذا بسيط. نبغى نعرف بس تفرجنا سوا طبعا عن الكومبينيشن الجميلة هذه الحلوة. فكل عام وانتم بألف ألف ألف خير. ونشوفكم على خير يا شباب. لا تنسون اللايك سبسكرايب. نشوفكم على خيرات. باي باي.